Welcome to the Weiner Wellness Week. My name is Candace Corcoran. I graduated from Slippery Rock just recently in about May. I studied public health, same as Mike Gallagher and Jamie Dorley, who spoke earlier. So we kind of have a similar background. Here you go. That's okay. It's this one.
Thank you.
Sure. So today I'm going to be talking about autoimmune, the GI, and Candida issues. There's two types of digestion issues. You can have an upset stomach, bowel issues, or internal issues, or you can have external issues where you'll notice skin rashes, nail fungus, flaky skin, things like that. Many practitioners are aware that overall health begins in the gut. So if you're having any types of issues, most cases come from a gut issue. Poor digestion compromises all parts of the body because digestion feeds all of your body's function. It fuels it with all of the nutrients that you get. The GI tract is the first line of defense for all of your protection, all of your issues. So once your GI tract is damaged, then that's when you'll start to notice some issues. There's a quote up here, "Let your food be your medicine and your medicine be your food." That's a good quote by Hippocrates. I like the quote, "Do you live to eat or do you eat to live?" So I think it's important to eat to live, to make your body healthy. But if you're just living to eat, you love food, you might want to reconsider what you're putting into your body. With digestion, there's three keys. The first is absorption, and that's when food will pass through the intestines into the bloodstream. And then there's assimilation, when the nutrients actually enter the cells and that absorption is assimilated. And last is elimination, where the waste comes out and you get rid of the waste in your body. The components of digestion are the digestive tract and the digestive system. It goes through the mouth. That's the first place where digestion starts. You have enzymes in your mouth that will actually start to absorb and digest the food. Then it goes down through the esophagus, the stomach, through both of the intestines, and the waste will come out the bottom. And then you have the digestive system, which has the glands in your saliva, the pancreas, liver, and gallbladder, and those make up the digestive system. So what we want to highlight here are our Nutritional Frontiers products, Kale, SBC, and our two drainage tinctures, the lymphatic tincture and the Microgun tincture. Kale is a newer formula we have just within the past year. Came out around April or May, so it's new, but we've got good results from it in the time that it's been out. SBC is helpful with microbial balance. The Microgun tincture helps to fight all GI infections, and the lymph drainage helps drain out all of the issues throughout the body.
So the Microgun tincture interfere with any of the good bacteria?
No.
Insignificant, all right.
Yeah.
A little bit, not significant.
Right, yeah. So it just gets the bad bacteria out. So Candida is a yeast. It's a fungus infection. Normally, Candida is a good thing to have in your stomach. It becomes an issue whenever you have an overgrowth of it and it gets out of control. So you want to have a safe balance of it in your stomach. And once it grows out of control, then you notice the health issues. It's caused by a multitude of things: antibiotic use, if you have a parasitic infection, HIV, a type of diabetes, birth control for 6 months or longer. You should never use birth control for more than that. Steroid use, ulcer medication, and smoking all cause Candida infection. And it's funny because you take antibiotics and you take ulcer medication whenever you have a Candida infection. If you have ulcerative colitis, you have ulcers, take medication for this, and it's what it causes. So you're kind of feeding the issue here. So there's many causes of it. There's also many symptoms. Chronic digestive problems. You can have bloating, irritable bowel syndromes, diarrhea, itching and burning, heartburn, brain fog. You'll crave sugar, which feeds the Candida, so it wants to feed it more, so that's when you have those sugar cravings. You'll notice fungal infection can be in the fingernails or the toenails. Like I said before, you can have skin irritation, psoriasis, flaky skin. You can get psoriasis anywhere. So, also learning problems, memory issues can affect you in many ways. There's many causes of it and many symptoms that go along with it also. One important thing is diet. The first step you can do is watch what you're putting into your body that causes these digestive issues. So if you're putting in good food, then you'll have good results. But if you're eating sugar and refined carbs and all those things, then you'll have the irritation from those. In the Candida brochure that I gave you, there's guidelines from it. It's not can't eat this, can't eat that. It's not like certain things. It's more of guidelines just so you have an idea of what to follow. So you don't want to drive yourself crazy with, I can't eat anything. It gives you a good guideline of what you can have and what you can't have. But the diet is really strict for the first month or two, depending on the case. And then after that, it's less strict. And then it's more lenient from there on out. So you want to focus within the first couple months really seriously. And then after that, you can lean off of the diet. So it's low carb, low yeast, no fruits, because those are full of sugar. Alcohol, honey, pickled fruits, those are all loaded with sugars. So that's what's going to feed the Candida, so that's what you want to avoid. Also, you don't want to have leftovers that are 2 days old, because that has all the bad bacteria in it. Like I said, Candy Kale is our new product. It actually our protocol used to have about 4 supplements that equal this, and now we've come up with a new formula that has them all in one bottle. So, like I said, it's only been around for a couple months, but we've gotten good feedback in that time. So some of the ingredients in it, Berberine. It's an alkaloid. It will give the candy kale that strong yellow color. It comes from the yellow-rooted fruits. They're all antifungal, antibacterial, and they cover a broad spectrum of yeast and candida infections. So any type of fungal infection that you have, it will cover. So it covers many of the symptoms and on that broad spectrum. So Berberine, it's antifungal, antibacteria, but it also covers antifungal resistance. So just in like the same way that you take antibiotics, your body gets used to them and that they no longer work, Berberine will help in a case where your body has had so many antifungals and antibacterials, they no longer want to work. Berberine will still work on those. Another ingredient is caprylic acid. It's commonly used in natural supplements to fight candida infections. It's effective against 2 types of candida, the fungal and the yeast, and it helps with oral candida also, like thrush that you see in young children where their tongue turns white. I actually had a thrush infection back in December. I thought it was just because it was winter, my lips were dry and I was splitting, and I noticed it had gone on for a period of time. So I saw a family friend doctor, and he said it was Perlitzi, and it was, gave it this big name for it, and he gave me this over-the-counter cream that I had put on it, and I noticed it had helped, but what had helped the most was my diet. I had gone back to school, and it was over winter break, and I had practices, 2-3 times a day, so I was eating right and I was getting a ton of sleep because I was exhausted after all these practices. So I noticed when I changed my diet and I wasn't stressed and my lifestyle was better, then that's when it had gone away. But then when I got back out of the swing of things and I would go away for a weekend and eat out a lot, that's when it comes back. So I noticed it's my diet that brings that on So it's the diet that changed the infection more so than the over-the-counter cream. Olive leaf is an herb that's used to treat these kind of conditions. It's antifungal, antibacterial, antimicrobial, and it's also antioxidant, which it prevents and delays the cell damage that you get with a Candida infection. The grapefruit seed extract is great for fighting Candida infections. It's a potent antifungal, so it's a really strong ingredient that we have in there to reduce your Candida infection. Also oregano. The benefits of oregano oil and Candida are really great. We have it in here internally, but you can also take it externally with as an essential oil. But if you use it as an essential oil, you want to use coconut oil as well, because it will irritate your skin. It's very strong and it will irritate your skin, so you want to dilute it with some coconut oil. Next is garlic. It's a basic, but yet it's one of the best infection fighters. You know, if you have a cold, chew on some garlic and it helps it go away. It's a great killer for infections, and it goes back to Bible times. I think everyone's aware that garlic is a great way to reduce an infection, so that's why we have it in Candy Kill. Next we have tea tree oil and also thyme. They're great to use essentially as oils to put on if you have a skin or a nail infection, but we also have them in the Candy Kill to help fight and get that good bacteria back in the gut and get the bad bacteria out. Another product we have is Paracleanse, which if you look at the ingredients, it's very similar to the Candy Kill. It has the grapefruit seed extract, the olive leaf extract, and some garlic, but it also has other things that make it different that also assist in eliminating unwanted things that will feed the Candida, so it helps to get rid of those. It's a detoxification promoter, so it detoxes your body from the things that you don't want. Next is the Microgun tincture. It has the Paul Diarco in it, which is a infection fighter for acute and chronic illnesses. It's antibacterial, antifungal, and the ingredients in it are they're as potent as the ketoconazole, which is an over-the-counter commercial antifungal medicine, which you'll notice it in creams, shampoos, oral forms, and tablets that you can take. So this is a natural form of it, and it's just as potent. Also the black walnut hulls, which are good for the GI tract, and they can be used internally or externally, so we have that inside of the Microgun tincture. We also have Kenisha that assists the body in recovering from when it was down with all the sugar and the Candida infection. Olive leaf extract, good for fighting infections. And the last one is antimicrobial, both antibiotic and antifungal fighter. The Microgun tincture, it's a popular herb. The cat's claw bark is a popular herb, helps with digestive disorders, swelling and pain in your intestines, and it helps with stomach ulcers also, which you'll get that from a Candida infection. The SBC Sacra boulardii capsules, ours is extra strength, and it treats the diarrhea you get caused by the overgrowth of bad bacteria in the GI, so that will help keep that under control. And you're going to want to take the Candy Kill 3 in the morning, and then you're going to add in the SBC 3 in the evening, and you want to keep those morning and night because the Candy Kill will get that good bacteria back in, and the SBC will take it out, so you don't want to counteract what they're doing, so you want to take those morning and night. Our lymphatic tincture, it's just a blend of herbs that supports the lymphatic system. It has gallium, which helps reduce swollen glands, especially in the tonsils and adenoids, which is an effect you have from a candidiasis infection. Red clover helps for your head, neck, and throat. It will get the it'll drain the candida infection from those areas. The calendula flower, we'll focus on the breast and pelvis area. And iris flower is a granular alternative to a capsule, or it's just what we have in the liquid form opposed to a pill form. So other supplements we have from the Candida or the Candy Kale, the SBC, the lymphatic tincture, and the Microgun. We have our Betazyme and our GI Complete, which it's a complete resource for the GI tract to rebuild itself. We have a couple probiotics. The Frontier Biotics is your general probiotic. We also have Superbiotics, which is it has about 50 billion probiotics in it. Our Cybzyme and our Probzyme, they have the digestive enzymes and probiotics in those. And we have Control, which will help people that have those sugar cravings from the Candida infection, or if they have a blood sugar imbalance. Also, we have an adrenal support tincture, Adrenamax. There's a few other supplements we have on top of the Candy Kale, SBC, and the tinctures, but those are additional supplements we have. And some of our resources are books we have in the store or nutritionalfrontiers.com. You can find additional information there, as well as in the GI solutions and the Candida solutions. You'll notice it tells you a little bit about what's going on with the issue, causes for it, what will cause those issues, the Nutritional Frontiers protocol, what supplements we have for you to take for those, a little bit about the diet, what you can have and what you can't have. So those are just good guides to follow. We have the GI and the Candida solutions. And that's all I have for you today. Does anyone have any questions?
I do. Some of these products can help with psoriasis.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I bought some of that.
Okay. Yeah, that would be the Candy Kale, the SBC,
Yeah.
and the 2 tinctures.
Yeah, the SBC,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't have any kind of diarrhea, but it still
Yeah.
can help.
Yeah. It just gets the bad bacteria out.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Sure.
You take that without your meal, though, right? The SBC.
Yeah. Yeah.
What about the Candy Kill? You take that without a meal?
Yeah. You can take it with.
Or it doesn't matter?
Yeah. I take it either way.
Okay.
Yeah. But the important part is to take the Candy Kill in the morning and the SBC in the evening.
Oh, not together?
No. Because Candy Kill puts the good bacteria in, rebuilds the good bacteria.
SBC in the evening?
Yeah. Because the SBC gets rid of the bad bacteria. So you don't want to counteract.
Good.
Yeah.
About that the last time I was here. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Sure. Anyone else? Well, thank you all for listening. Thank you.